for us to tell our story. To me, it was a heavy burden was lifted at me. I think that the stories should be told, because there's not only 6 families, there is thousands of families that each have affected, and they all have their own story. They all have some people have had justice and a lot of people haven't.
It was tough, but I knew there was a greater good. It was the story was getting out there, it was being told, so there was a purpose, and I think that kind of drove me to continue the process. And I kept saying, it's a means to an end, it's getting the story told, and hopefully it does what it's meant to do, and just for the family, and acknowledging it, and the other children there. But it was a difficult process, but it was something very, very special. I think we always said that. There's something magical about it, you know.
It was like a counselling service for me. I mean, I talk about Ned all the time, but sitting among people and then the questions coming out, we were able to talk openly, you know, and answer, whereas we never had a counselling. Anything went on, it was in behind closed doors. Our doors was closed, we had to deal with it ourselves, my mother and father had to deal with it. It was never spoke about, you know, but in there we were able to answer questions and stuff and speak among ourselves as we're sitting here today, you know, and it really had that impact itself was enough for me.
Titled it The Crack and Everything. A very, very appropriate title for it. Because what I learned from participating in this along with the other 5 families, every family's had a crack in it. Back in the 70s, who cared? As Mr. McGavigan said, you closed your own front door and that was it. Nobody was interested. Oh, Claudy's a very small village, 1 main street and 2 wee half streets, 3 car bombs. Devastating, 9 people dead, over 40, 50 people lying injured. So everybody had their own problems and everybody was trying to heal themselves, and you have to heal yourself because nobody else is there for you. And then of course if you go on to the legal end of it, and I only can speak for Claudia, but I also can mention that the other families, they haven't got justice. No, will never get justice. I know for a fact of someone who went to Westminster in relation to the Claudia bombs. There's not a scrap of paper to be found.
You don't have politicians standing up and saying, you know, Kathleen Finney, Damien Harkin was murdered and such, you know, you don't have that. You know, no matter who they are, you don't have Clary, you don't have politicians fighting for them, you know.
Well, it happened while we were young, and as you get older, each stage of your life, you become a mother, or a father, and you've grandchildren, you're going, my God, that was awful, it happened. But we went through it and didn't think there was anything wrong with it, you know.
And there's something about it, like I never knew in it, obviously I wasn't there, but there's something that makes me feel connected to her by doing this story and nearly keeping her alive. And if there's some bit of small good that can come out of it, it would be great. Do you know, her death wasn't in vain, so to speak.
This never should have happened, and I think it has to be taken out, but I think it has to be taken out to the young people in a very purposeful way, and I think collectively it has got a great impact.
But I do think workshops targeting younger generations that's starting to get involved in different things and about to take the wrong path, I think it's important for them to hear the true impact.